Hey there, comic book fans. This is Comicfan with yet another great humble haul. This time around, I got a little bit of everything. I went and kind of made a jambalaya, if you will. Didn't have too much for a haul. Did a little trading. Have a little special segment. I figured if we put it all together, put all the ingredients together, we'd make one awesome sauce, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything started. Did a little bit of digging, not too much, but it's enough to make me happy. I got one of these here. It's a Marvel Superheroes summer 80-page summer special. There's some significance to this, but I'm not really ready to reveal it yet. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys do a little digging, see what you guys come up with. I think it's an essential book, not necessarily a hot book, but I think it's something you need in a collection. Got that for $1. Went to the local comic shop, pulled this out of the bin. It's Brother Power the Geek, #2. It's only a 2-part series. Very interesting story, but I only have one part of it. I need the other part. I need the first part to really fully understand the whole story. I get the gist of it. I know what the character is about. This one came highly recommended from Gene Paulus Peter once again. I seem to be influenced by him quite a bit in the reading department as of late. And yeah, it was a pretty good book. Got it for about $4. Not too bad. It's really got some issues, but I didn't buy it for the condition of the book. I really wanted to invest that in the story. So, you know, it's actually a pretty good book. You guys should read up on it. Very interesting, not your typical, you know, your typical superhero story, because it's not has to do anything really about superheroes. It's really, it's refreshing to read something that's not superhero related every once in a while. Okay, and then we did a little trade. Did a trade with another fellow YouTuber. He's got a channel called I Have Issues. And I Have Issues was trying to complete a Batman run. I said, no problem. I'll give you some books. You give me some books, we'll work it out. I gave him some Batman books, and he gave me some really cool gems that in my opinion, things that you don't normally see every once in a while. He gave me this. He threw this in as part of the trade. I told him, well, actually, he said he was going to throw in a book and surprise me. I said, and this was definitely surprising. He didn't really realize it. This is nothing really great. It's girls' love stories, number 177. You know, a typical teenage love story comic book. But if you look at the front cover, and I'll show it to you in just a second. If you take a look right there, it says right here, beggars can't be choosers. I cried, make love to me. I thought that was pretty funny. When you open up the book, it has various love stories and stuff. And, you know, it's kind of funny. Back in the day, I think this was, when was this done? Let me check really quick, guys. Let's see, when was that published? 1973. It's kind of funny how a lot of these things went past the comics codes things. You know, back then there wasn't a whole lot of things we take for granted. I guess things had a different meaning as they do now. You know, terminology has kind of an evolution, if you will. And when you read something like that now, I guess maybe it had a different meaning back then. I don't know how it could, but it does. But anyway, in this book, you have some pretty adult issues. And while I was going through it, there's not a comments column, but more like a letters column that certain girls go and submit to the editor and say, you know, it's kind of like an advice column, which was really unique. And it's a bunch of these little girls, you know, probably 11 to 14-year-olds saying, oh, my friend Bobby, he doesn't know I really like him. And there's this cute boy in class, and what should I do? And it's just some pretty funny stuff. Anyway, along in the trade, he gave me this. It's Jungle Action number 19. I think this actually is a little on the controversial side. It says here in the cover, and I read the story, he battles the Klan. Well, in the first part of the story, he does battle a Klan, and there are some racial undertones of this, but that Klan is not associated with the Klan, you know, the Ku Klux Klan. And they kind of skirt around the issue, not necessarily racism, but of him battling the Ku Klux Klan. Later on in the final pages, you find that he actually does battle the Klan, still yet not identified as the Ku Klux Klan, but enough to, you know, make it obvious without stating the obvious. I thought that was pretty unique for a book of its age. Just really weird that it dealt with racial tensions and a lot of butt kicking on a racial level. That was a very cool trade. Thank you. In addition to that, what I mainly traded him for was a little bit of Frank Miller Daredevil. Daredevil number 182 is actually I believe it's the first appearance of Punisher in Daredevil. And 183, where he actually battles Daredevil. Pretty cool. Again, the Punisher. And 184. So that was greatly appreciated. I think both of us were very pleased with the trade. So I definitely trade again with I Have Issues. We all know him as Cody, though. Little Cody. I love Cody. Cody's a great guy. All right. So in addition to that, things got a little bit better in this episode. I scratched another one off my top 10 list. I'm going to just go ahead and show it to you. Conan the Barbarian, number 23, the first appearance of Red Sonja. Never saw the actual pages inside the books. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a last page cameo or anything like that. No, she actually does a good deal of the story in this, and it's pretty excited about that. You know what? I got to show it to you because you know I love showing you guys first appearances, second appearances, yada yada yada. And, oh, tape pulls. Not that tape pull, but the tape coming off its own bag. Oh, I love that sound. You guys know I love that sound. I've said it many times before. I'll say it again. I love that sound. Let's pull this out. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let me see if I can show you the first appearance of Red Sonja. Oh. Very cool. There it is right there. There she is, little Red Sonja. And then she actually identifies herself. Or my name's not Red Sonja. Very cool. Love it, love it. So that scratches one off my list. Where is my marker? Okay, cool. Last episode, I forgot to scratch this off, although I've already scratched it off. X-Men number 12. Got that in my last episode. And today we scratched that one off. Conan the Barbarian number 23. How about that? You know what that leaves, people? That leaves Amazing Spider-Man number 41 and Batgirl miscellaneous issues, Batgirl year 1, number 2, 3, and 9. Not too bad, guys. We're in the 4th month of this year and I'm almost done. I'm in no rush. I still have my honorable mentions, such as Batman 232, Detective 298, and Amazing Spider-Man number 13. But I'm in pretty good shape. Not getting too crazy. That's why I left these as honorable mentions. I'm doing all right. Okay, now for a little special segment. And you guys always know that I have a tendency to plug one of my favorite people, comic book people, and that would be Rocket Comics. Rocket Comics finally, after all this time, we finally got a pressing video out of Rocket Comics. I'm going to show this special segment right now. It only takes a couple of minutes, guys. I strongly suggest that you guys watch this. It's a great, just a great pressing video. It's a great before and after video of stuff that I would really expect from them. And I wouldn't show this unless I really, really had a lot of faith and a lot of confidence in this company. He does some amazing stuff And I'm going to show you this in just a second, guys. So go ahead, sit tight, watch the short vid. It's only like 3.5 minutes. Okay, guys? And we'll see you in just a bit.
Hey guys, this is Scott with Rocket Comics back here. Finally had enough time to shoot the video I've been wanting to shoot. Some before and afters of some books that had damage. As you can see with this one, it has some spine roll. This is one of the best cases of spine roll I've ever seen. It's just when the staples are rolled over, the book was stored improperly. So, on to the next book. Also some spine roll. I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like after I'm done with it. And this book, I don't even know how to describe that kind of damage. But the book won't even open as it sits right now, and it's pretty high off the ground. So let's move on to the next book. This store. This is a pretty... I don't even know what could have caused this damage, but it's pretty crazy. And then this last one might be hard to see at the right light, but it has just water damage everywhere. So I'll show you after they get out of the presses. Alright, I'm back. The books are out of the presses. They look great. So let's start off with the spine roll first. You can tell that the white border is completely even now. And you can almost tell right here where the spine was. See right there. So now the book is perfect and it lays flat. The Batman book came out awesome. See, there was no color breaks. Maybe that right there, but otherwise the whole book looks great. Sits flat. Might actually keep that one. The Thor book. Wow, what a change on that one. Not folded anymore. Nothing sticking up. That's what the back looks like. So remember, this was completely folded over. You can still see the lines. You can't get out the color breaking lines, but you can make it lay flat. And now the Avengers. The one that looks like it was in a hair curler. So this book looks awesome. Glosses back to it. Has an overall great appearance. And this one had just a particular amount of water damage and a bunch of little dimples and ripples all over it. And you can see that it's really flat now. It's still not a high grade book, but it's a lot more presentable. So next time you find one of these books, this book, or even this book, and it looks like how these ones used to look, we can fix it. So I just wanted to show you guys what could be done with a professional pressing company. Let me know if you have any questions, and follow the link down below to submit your books. Thanks for watching.
Okay, see guys, what did I tell you, huh? Just amazing stuff. He's, like he said, he's got online submissions, and he's ready to go ahead and help you guys out with any pressing needs. I understand there are some ways to do pressing, and they're great. They're just not what I expect out of you know, if you're looking for an optimal result to your book, go with Rocket Comics or somebody that's you know, does it as a business. I've seen some people do it as a hobby, and it's great. I think it's really great. There just are some limitations to some of the presses out there. He's got high grade presses that do high grade work. Okay, he did do quite a bit of books for me, although I can't show the quality that he shows. He has a little bit of higher resolution camera than I do. But I'll just show you some of the books he pressed for me, okay? He pressed a Captain America Annual number 8. One of my favorite covers. Mike Zeck does amazing work. I wish I had more of his work, and maybe I will. I'll go hunt it down. This is one of my favorite battles between Captain America and Wolverine. Oh, I love it. Did some great work on that. He also pressed for me in Avengers number 196. This one has some issues with it still, with the staining. Unfortunately, there are some stains that can't be taken out of a book, but the pressing job was remarkable. He brought this back from the dead, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, Scott. Along with that, he also pressed X Factor number 24. Amazing work. I really love it. There's just an issue with the cut there, but that's none of his fault. That was more of a a defect from the factory when it was published. And let's see, Scott from Rocket Comics told me he's working on a new method of pressing on this one. He really brought this back to the bed from the dead. And once again, guys, I'm sorry I didn't have the before and after pictures, but you've already seen proof of that through his video. X-Men number 100, he did some great work with this. There was actually some gouges in the middle here. I'm so glad he took out. He also got a couple of modern books ready for me. These two beauties right here. Captain America number 6, both the regular and variant cover. They had some issues along the spine, and he did some beautiful work with the spine. He tells me there was a little bit of a mark on the cover he got rid of, and I'm glad he did that. So, with that all said, this brings to another conclusion of the Humble Haul. I'm glad you guys are all doing well. The community is thriving. I'm so happy. And once again, you know what? I never thank my viewers, and I'm so sorry about that. But I really, truly thank you all for viewing and taking your time to take a look at my videos. And even more so, commenting and interacting with me. I love interacting with my viewers and fellow YouTubers. So thank you very much. This is Comicfan, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.